Senegal led 2-0 with 4 minutes of normal time remaining. They had outplayed Belgium for the entire match. They had 1 foot in the round of 16. Then Belgium scored 2 goals in 3 minutes to force extra time. And in the 117th minute, with the entire tournament on the line, a VAR review that took 7 full minutes awarded Belgium a penalty for contact that ESPN's own referee Analyst described as negligible. Tielemans converted. Senegal were out. And every single neutral watching that review on the big screen inside Seattle Stadium knew exactly what they had just witnessed. This is not a story about a team losing a football match. This is the story of the same nation being eliminated by the same mechanism twice in the same 12 months, and nobody at the top of this sport doing anything about it. Belgium came into this match looking unconvincing. Rudy Garcia's side had scraped through the group stage and were immediately put to the sword by a Senegal team that controlled this match from the first whistle. Habib Diarra opened the scoring, and Ismail Assar doubled the lead before the hour mark. Belgium manager Garcia took off Kevin De Bruyne and Jeremy Doku in the 56th minute, a decision that looked at the time like a coach managing minutes in a lost cause, and one that many observers immediately read as De Bruyne's World Cup career ending quietly on a substitute's bench while his team were being outplayed. Then substitute Romelu Lukaku pulled one back in the 86th minute, Belgium's first shot on target. Then Tielemans headed in an equalizer in the 89th minute, Belgium's second shot on target. Goals, 2 shots. Senegal, who had dominated every phase of this game, were suddenly staring at extra time from a position they had completely controlled. The momentum shift was extraordinary, and it was built on almost nothing in terms of actual attacking quality from Belgium. Extra time arrived. Senegal, visibly drained and emotionally blindsided, tried to hold their shape. Belgium pressed without creating anything clear. And then, in the 117th minute of a 120-minute match with penalties looming and Senegal moments away from survival, the VAR flagged a possible foul by Lamine Camara on Tielemans in the build-up to a Dodi Lukebakio shot that hit the crossbar. The referee had not given anything in real time. He had not reacted at all. The review began. 7 minutes later, a penalty was awarded. 7 minutes. That is not a review. That is a search. And multiple people paid to analyze these decisions professionally said so immediately. Sky Sports' analyst was unambiguous. I genuinely don't believe that's a penalty. If Tielemans gets a touch on the ball and then he gets kicked, fair enough. The more that the VAR looked at it, and it's the longest we've seen VAR look at an incident in this World Cup, the more he was re-refereeing the game. It took so long for him to send the referee over. The referee had a couple of minutes looking at it, so he wasn't that sure. In the end, they've stumbled upon a decision that is so 50-50. ESPN's own referee Analyst reviewed the incident and delivered a verdict. The contact by camera to the back of Tielemans' calf was negligible. The decision was extremely harsh on Senegal. Former England striker Dion Dublin said live on BBC Radio 5 Live, "This is unbelievable. There is definitely contact. And now there are loads of players around the penalty spot." Craig Forrest on the World Feed added, "I think that's really, really harsh on Senegal. They've had some pretty big decisions go against them. 3 separate broadcasting teams, 3 separate analysts, all saying the same thing within minutes of each other. And Tielemans converted to score the latest goal in World Cup history. 125th minute, a match Belgium had no business winning. But here is the detail that transforms this from a VAR controversy into something considerably darker. Senegal have been here before. 12 months ago, in the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations final, Senegal conceded a controversial late penalty that cost them the trophy. The same nation, the same mechanism. A penalty disputed by multiple experts, awarded at the decisive moment of a major final, eliminating Senegal from the tournament they deserved to win. Craig Forrest acknowledged it on commentary. They've had some pretty big decisions go against them, not just here, but the Africa Cup of Nations as well. That is not a bad run of decisions, that is a pattern. And it is a pattern that deserves to be named rather than absorbed quietly into a match report. Belgium scored 3 goals from 2 shots on target. They were 4 minutes from elimination when the comeback began. They required a 7-minute VAR review in the final moments of extra time to progress, and they will now face either the United States or Bosnia and Herzegovina in the round of 16, a path that suddenly looks very navigable. Senegal go home having been told twice in 12 months by the same officiating mechanism that their football was not enough to win what they had earned on the pitch. Do you think Senegal were robbed, or was the penalty the right call? Comment below because 3 separate broadcasting teams already gave you their answer. Subscribe for every major story as this World Cup enters the knockout rounds, because if VAR keeps operating like this, Belgium will not be the last story we tell like it.